What's going down, everybody? It's your boy Reckless Talk with the Reckless Talk Podcast. Man, we got a crazy interview for you guys today. Episode 47, kicking it with Houston legend Rob V. What's going down, brother?
What's going on, man? Pleasure. I'm glad you had me on your podcast, man. Reckless Talk. Appreciate it, man.
Man, I appreciate it, man. It's an honor to have you, man. It really is. Before we get started, we're gonna go ahead and listen to the single right here. Sip Smoke Smash by Boombox Bravo featuring Rob V and CeeLos.
Check.
Sir.
Yeah. Yo, Rattle, turn the hands up. Yeah. Hey. What's up, Rob? Yeah. I really wanna come see you. I just wanna see you. Really feel like I need you. Work with you. Round up, down, take some grown pictures. Hit it so vicious. Slow kisses. I'ma give it to you. No limit. No gimmick. Calisthenics. Leave you pop-by. No spinach. Spin it, head spinning. And you grinning. Shy kitty sitting on my damn linen. Girl, I'm all in it. Like your favorite thong. I can make it sing. Like your favorite song. Leave your body twitching. Like you did roach. I ain't playing, baby. Put me in, coach. Snap the breakaways. Lick it like a dinner plate. It's so scandalous. Watergate. That's drip, baby. Don't slip, baby. Slow it down. Watch the girl. That's my hip, baby. I really wanna see ya. I just wanna see. I really feel like I need ya. What I need. Quiero conocer. Te tengo ganas. Te quiero complacer. See ya. I just wanna see. I really feel like I need. Let me holler at you real quick. What I need. We can get something. We can smoke something. Let me hit it, baby. Like you stole something. We can sip something. We can smoke something. Let me hit it, baby. Like you stole something. All night long. Loving girl, we can't go wrong. Night long tonight. Sipping, smoking all night long. Loving girl, we can't go wrong. Play this record all night long tonight. I really wanna come see ya. I just wanna see. I really feel like I need ya. What I need ya. Te quiero conocer. Te tengo ganas. Te quiero complacer. I really wanna come see ya. I just wanna see. I really feel like I need ya. What I need. We can sip something. We can smoke something. Let me hit it, baby. Like you stole something. We can sip something. We can smoke something. Let me hit it, baby. Like you stole something.
A-Style stand up. Man. Yo, that's fly, brother. For real, for real. Man, welcome back, everybody. Man, we got that boy Rob V in the building, man. I'm actually on the road right now. I'm in North Carolina. It's hot as hell out here. I still feel like I'm in Texas. Man, what's going on, brother? How's your day been?
It's been good, man. Just been a lot of ripping and running today, man. But it's it's nothing new, man. It's just that's you gotta do what you gotta do, man. So with the family, ripping and running and stuff like that. So it's been all good, man. I wouldn't change anything.
Yes, sir. Amen to that. Man, let's go ahead and get started, man. For a man who really don't need no introduction, for those who don't know who you are, man, tell everybody about who you are, what city you grew up in, and give us a few experiences you had growing up in your city.
So I go by the name of Rob V. I'm an R&B artist out of Houston, Texas, born and raised in Houston, Texas, specifically on the north side, or in the Greenspoint area. So really my experiences, man, Houston, man, it's I guess ever since you could say since I've been when I was a teenager, I used to go. I went to a few car shows, which I used to you know, like there was a Los Magnificos back in the day when it used to be Dope House and you know,
Yeah.
all, you know, stuff like that, man. So I remember that. I mean, you know, as a you know, a teenager, you know, I definitely wanted to, you know, at that time I was singing too, but I mean, it's, you know, I wasn't experienced and I had the knowledge, you know, vocally and you know, as far as business wise as well, like I do now. So, but it was just, you know, good to see that, you know, stuff like that, and just kind of like, hey, maybe one day I can be on that stage and stuff like that, and you know, do my, you know, do what I love to do.
Yeah, yeah. Man, how did you get your start in music? You know, a lot of people got their start either in school or the church or something, plays. How did you get your start?
Oh man, I got mine. Well, it's I got mine in actually in choir, but it was more in, I guess you could say, starting in middle school going into high school. I was in, you know, just regular choir, singing choir. So and then and I also grew up with a group of guys that's still my brothers today, but they, you know, they did music as well, and their influence was kind of what got me into, you know, me really wanting to sing, and me, you know, just loving to do R&B because they do R&B as well. And
Yeah.
that's what really just kind of introduced me to R&B. And then, you know, to the point, you know, because we always used to have groups like R&B groups, and there was always, hey, you know, you want to be in a group? I was like, all right, cool. I didn't exactly know, but then that's when I started learning and started actually really learning my voice and learned that, hey, I can sing. So I was like, cool. So then it just developed from there, and so that's how I started middle school, and then on into high school. Was going choir all through high school as well. So and then that was just that was really the start right there.
All right, yeah. Outside of music, what are your other hobbies and passions?
Hobbies, man. Really like spending time with my family. And hobbies too when I get a chance. Writing music, because I do write a little bit myself, and just getting better at songwriting, and also getting better at producing, because I play the keys a little bit. So that's I'll try to do that. Actually sport wise, trying to get, you know, I like to play basketball. Grew up playing football. Yeah, grew up in playing football in middle school, and then in high school as well. So, but just, yeah, playing sports, man. I like sports. I usually say a little competitive. Like playing pool. Pool is
Yeah,
one of my you know, one of my favorites to play. Just, you know, stuff like that. So
that's awesome. Yeah, I'm big on pool myself. You know what I mean? So yeah, I definitely have to get out there one day. You know what I mean? Hit
yeah.
that table one day for sure, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you're an important part of the Houston music scene. How does that make you feel?
Oh man, that makes I think that makes me feel good. I've always I still think I still think I have a lot more work to put in to as far as in the Houston music scene. I still think I have more work to put in to kind of get to that level, or get to that notch to where they consider, oh, hey man, you know, you deserve to be up there with the legends. But I think, I think that'd be definitely an honor, because I mean, Houston, that's my city, born and raised. So I definitely want, to have that title, or get to
Yeah,
that level to where I have that title. So, and especially with R&B, because R&B, I still feel it's a lot of R&B out here. Not just myself, but there's definitely a lot. I guess you could say more than a handful of R&B artists are out here. I just feel that a lot of them don't get recognition, and that's why I'm like, just getting on that level, man. As far as Houston, and being an R&B artist in Houston, if I can, like I said, when I make it to that level, I think I would love to be considered as one of those legends, stuff like that, man. So I think it would be an honor, to be considered that.
yes, sir. I'm gonna be real with you, man. In my book, man, you a Houston legend, brother. For real.
Appreciate you, man.
You doing your thing.
Appreciate you, man.
I've
Yeah.
I've met a lot of celebrities in my time, brother, and when I met you at the Father's Day give back a few weeks back, man, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, man, that's fucking Rob V. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like real talk, you know what I mean?
yeah.
So
Appreciate it,
like I said,
man.
in my eyes, man, you a Houston legend for real, for real. Big up,
Appreciate
brother.
you. Appreciate you, man.
Um,
Yeah, and then shout out to Hustle Town Network 97.9 The Box, Hustle Vida. Shout out
Shout out to
shout out to
Yams.
Jessica Jeans. I'm sorry. Shout out to Jessica Jeans for even give allowing this opportunity, having this opportunity for me to come out and there and sing. So big shout out to Jessica Jean with 97.9 The Box, man. Hustle Town Network, Diamond Cuts, man. And
Man,
man,
big
y'all go
shout
check
out.
out if y'all.
This,
Yeah,
yeah,
I definitely got my fave from Diamond Cuts, man.
yeah,
And
me too. I sure did too. I sure did.
yeah,
Yep.
they're the truth, man. They're definitely the truth, man. So y'all, if y'all out in Houston, man, y'all go to Diamond Cuts, man. They're the truth, man, when it comes to the haircuts, man. So
For real. Y'all can definitely go on my Facebook, man. Jay Reckless, man. I gave him a bunch of shout outs, man. They was the MVPs of that day, for real.
yeah,
Free
definitely,
haircuts first 20 days on a Saturday. What? You know
yeah.
what I mean? Big shout out to them boys, for real. Big shout out to Diamond Cuts one more time.
Yeah,
For real.
and also the vendors too. I think it was the snow cone vendors and just the other vendors that were there, man. Shout out to them
Man,
too,
big
man.
shout out to the
Yeah,
snow cone vendor. I forget the little dude's name. Big shout out to him.
yeah,
He's a 14-year-old entrepreneur on his own
yeah. I think his
venue.
name was Jordan. I think.
Something like that. But look
Yeah.
on
So shout out to
his
Jordan,
face.
man. Yeah,
But
shout
yeah,
out to him.
big shout out to him, man. 14-year-old got his first business doing snow cones. Big shout out to
Yeah,
Roll Mammoth Urban Outfitters. Big shout out to
yeah,
Marie's Creation. Big shout
yeah,
outs to Red Ink. Man, there was a few other ones too, man. But yeah, big shout
yeah,
out to all them boys, for real, for real.
yeah.
Man, it
Definitely.
was amazing. It was amazing, for real. Let's see where we at. What is your most memorable performance you think you had to date?
Most memorable might have been one of my recent ones I had this year. Oh well, I mean, honestly, all my performances I think are memorable because I think I get some kind of experience from each show, each performance. So I think as far as like my favorite one, I would say more because I did a show in South Padre Island with Heatwave Car Show.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of my, I guess you could say one of my favorites. But I mean, any show that I do is I love the experience. Whether it's a few people, whether it's a huge crowd, it doesn't matter to me. I just love getting on stage, performing my records, my original records. But I would say South Padre Island and then I just recently was out in Miami too as well. So Miami was definitely another good performance, another good experience. So
Yeah. What would you say is will be like your dream venue to play at?
dream venue, man. That might be a couple of them or a few of them, but one of them definitely would be Toyota Center here in Houston. Like I mean, that's where all the big artists. Yeah. So I mean, that's this hometown, man. So hometown's got to be the Toyota Center, man. For me, the Toyota Center, even Arena Theater, got no Arena Theater too, but definitely Toyota Center, man. That's where the big artists are at, man, and that's why we're working to get there. We're working to get there.
Yeah, facts, man. That's what's up. Hell yeah, man. What's it like walking on the stage and just watching people vibe to your music, man, and just screaming your name and just like how's that feel, man?
I mean, that feels good, man. That actually kind of to me that adds to my show because I know I can't speak for other artists, but as far as me as an artist, yeah, even though I've been on stage, I don't know how many times I've done it. I don't know how many times I still get nervous a little bit. So, I'm just like, okay. So, and I try to just get my mind into the, ready to do the show and just like, hey, I'm just going to get on, just do my thing. And yeah, I mean, I get a little nervous too, man, because, I'm human. But once I step on stage and start doing my thing and start really getting into my music and then seeing the crowd reaction actually helps with my show then that's when I start turning up notches and just start just hey, because the vibe they give me is the that's how I feed off that, and then that definitely helps with the show. So yeah, man, I love when people when the crowd gives interaction with me and stuff like that. So definitely love it.
Hell yeah. Before I forget, because we were just giving shout outs to all the vendors that was there. like I said, shout out to Marie's Creation. She made this cup right here. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Big
definitely.
shout out to DJ Screw. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, DJ Screw.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Big shout out to Marie's Creation on this one. They
Marie's
did the thing.
Creation. Yeah, that's nice.
Man,
Yes.
I got it at that event. Got a few of them. But yeah, big shout out to that, man. Man, Houston music has a unique sound. How do you? What's the word I'm looking for? What's your creating process with your music?
My creative process. Normally I just I guess whenever I hear like I guess like something that I like, you know. What do you mean? What do you mean as far as like, you know, just me creating my music or just
creating your music?
Oh, creating my music. Normally I when I hear something, I get like melodies. That's normally what I start off with is melodies, and then I start, you know, kind of adding the lyrics to that. And then if I'm producing a record or producing a beat to it, or producing a beat, I start getting melodies off that, and then I start adding, you know, lyrics and stuff like that. So um, so yeah, it's really more, I guess you could say, the melody. Sometimes it's the lyrics too. It just depends on the vibe or you know, like the vibe that I'm in. But normally I start off with melodies. Even when I'm playing the piano or producing tracks, I do melodies because I'm a melody type of guy. So you know, I start out with melodies and then I build a track around it, kick, snare, hi-hats, stuff like that. I build around that. And same thing when I sing, I start with melodies first.
Yeah. That's I love asking. I ask every artist on my show that question because everyone has a different answer, man. And
yeah,
all of y'all creative process is unique. You know what I mean? That's one of my favorite questions, man.
yeah. And then when I write too, like because I know there's some artists that can write right on the spot, and me, you know, to me, I can't. It takes time for me. Sometimes it may take a week, it may take a couple weeks, a month, a year, or whatever. But I'll start, you know, I'll listen to a track and you know, might not come up with that day, but then the next day or a few weeks later, I come back to it and you know, lyrics start coming and I got a verse, pre-chorus, chorus, whatever, and the next thing you know, I got a whole song written. So it just depends. With me, it just depends. It's just got to be in that vibe.
Yeah, already. Man, tell us about the day where you was like, you know what, this is my big break. I made it.
Well, honestly, I still feel like I haven't made it yet. I still feel like I'm still building to get there. I would think more, you know, because I know I still got a lot more work to put in. I got a lot more of a grind to do, and a lot more music to put out. You know, as far as music videos, records, stuff like that, new songs and stuff like that. So I don't really consider myself making it yet, but I mean, I guess if I were to say, hey, you know, what would I consider making it? I guess you could say, you know, being able to live off of you know, doing music. In other words, to where I can take care of my family and, you know, don't, you know, not working a 9 to 5 or anything. You know, just doing music and being able to take care of my family that way, and then also too, being a household name, trying, you know, that's to me, that's one of the main things when, you know, you made it your household name, to where, you know, you have majority of people you know, heard of you or know of you and stuff like that, or heard your music.
Yeah.
So that's I mean, that's my view of it.
All right. Man, what artists have influenced your music?
Artists, I mean, I got
anybody, I mean, artists you growing up, like artists you listen to growing up or anything like that.
Oh, well, I mean, it was, well, in my neighborhood and me growing up, it was just a lot of hip hop, rap, and R&B. So it was always those three. But I guess you could say, as far as R&B, it was, I mean, there's a lot of the, I guess you could say, the 90s R&B groups that I grew up jamming to, grew up listening to. It was the 90s groups, 90s solo artists, R&B solo artists, even the rap groups and rap artists from the 90s as well. I mean, that was a lot of a big influence on what I do, because you know I just they each song or each artist gives me a different type of vibe, a different type of creative idea. So
Yeah.
that's how I see it. I mean, you know, and I mean even in the like the 2000s and you know early 2000s stuff like that, there was definitely good music then too, man. So I mean, but I predominantly grew up more in the 90s, so it was that 90s R&B groups, 90s R&B music, 90s, you know, rap groups and rap artists that that influenced me.
All right.
So I mean, but also too, I mean, if you want to say like certain names or whatever, I guess you say R&B wise, it'll be, I can say I'll just name a few, man, because there's a lot of them. But like Jodeci, High Five, Boyz II Men, I guess you could say Shy, uh, solo artists that solo artists as well, Frankie J. You know, because being Mexican Latino doing R&B, that was new, but then you know, Voices of Theory, man, New Flavor. It was just a lot of different ones, man. But definitely, you know, Jodeci, Boyz II Men, Frankie J, jamming them, Tyrese, jamming Tyrese, Genuine, Tank, all them,
Yeah.
you know, all those
Like
really,
there's a bunch.
yeah, really all the soulful, you know, more like the R&B soulful artists, stuff like that as well, man. So that's what I really, you know. And then as far as rap, as far as hip hop, man, there was a lot, man. I know Tupac was one of them, man. You know, Tupac, Biggie, Nas, was it Jay-Z, UGK, you know, no, because Bumby, I mean, Bumby's one of my favorite rappers. I like Bumby. I like the way, I
Yeah.
mean, not knocking Pimp C, because Pimp C was dope too. But you know, and you know, R.I.P. Pimp C. But Bun B, yeah, you know, he was, when he spit, yeah, he got a dope flow as well, man. So, I know it was UGK, you know, just a lot of other, just good music, just good hip hop or rap music and R&B. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Man, how would you say your culture and your background influenced your music, or just your career in general?
well, I would say because it's, I guess you could say it's a little, to me, it's a little different. I mean, it may be, people may see it differently, but I think it's a little different because me being, you know, I guess Hispanic, you know, Chicano, you know, born and raised here in Houston, Texas, you know, Mexican American. I think it did influence, because I mean, because I also sing in Spanish as well. So, and I'm definitely incorporating that into my music and into the new projects, new records that I'm gonna be dropping soon. So I really think it will. I think my culture, I think is a big influence on what I do. Because with that, I feel like I can hit two markets. So, but I think you know, I mean, I think it definitely will, you know, of course, cater to Latinos, Hispanics, and then of course cater to, you know, just the urban American market as well, because that's really my market. I want to be able to cater to everybody as far as my music, not just specific, but you know, cater to everybody. But I think being Hispanic, it kind of brings a different flavor to my sound and to the and to the genre, the R&B genre. I think it brings a different style and flavor.
Yeah. So being from a Hispanic background myself, when you decided, you know, this is what I want to do for a living, how did your parents take it? You know what I mean? Because with a Spanish background, you know, they want us to, you know what I mean, go out there, work, bust our ass, and you know what I mean, especially a lot of old school parents that they would look at it and be like, "Are you crazy?" You know what I mean? So how did your family and your parents take to that?
Well, I mean, I could speak, say as far as my mother was always a big supporter of me. I mean, you know, ever since she knew I could sing, or whenever I would, you know, sing to her, you know, she knew, I could tell she never really said it much, but I could tell that she knew that she knew I had something, and she always, you know, she would always tell me, you know, hey, if that's what you want to do, then do. She's like, do what you love to do, but she would always say, but just, you know, do it all, you know, do it all the way. You know, so she would always say, do what you love to do, and you know, I think she was one of my biggest supporters. You know, my father was a little different. You know, like I said, my father, you know, kind of, it was I guess you could say at the beginning was kind of skeptical, yeah, because, you know, he's, you know, like you say, you know, especially Hispanic households, Mexican households, dad wants you to work, go to school, get educated, you know, and stuff like that, and you know, seeing music or stuff like that, or doing music is the kind of thing, you know, that's not, you know, I'd rather you go, you know, do something 9 to 5, or, you know, being a doctor or a lawyer or something like that. Or you know, something, I guess they say, that's more steady income, or to where, you know, it's more of a career. And I'm like, you know, to me, in my heart, I just followed more music, and you know, specifically R&B. And you know, I was like, so my dad was, you know, at that time, he was, you know, kind of, you know, I guess had a kind of negative towards it, and just, you know, kind of just you know, saying, oh, you know, you might not, you know, you know, you've been, you know, you're doing this, and you know, but you're not. In other words, saying that I wasn't, he didn't think I was serious about it and stuff like that, and you know, just, you know, having I guess you could say, having, I guess, family members in the family in the past not, you know, be successful. And so it's you know, when you're trying to do music, you know, it's like, oh, well, such and such didn't do that, and you know, so you're never gonna make it, or you're not gonna, you know, go anywhere with it and stuff like that. And it's, you know, but eventually, when my dad seen that I was being consistent, and I was, you know, not gonna let that bring me down, and not let, you know, not have that stop me. That's why I was, you know, and he started hearing the music, and he started seeing, you know, me doing shows and on Facebook, and doing all, you know, going out of town doing all these shows. He started really seeing, like, okay. And I mean, not that I don't think he thought that I was talented, but you know, I think he more was just like, yeah, but you know, at first he was thinking like I wasn't gonna go anywhere with it, but now he's seeing that, you know, it's starting to happen, and he hears my music, and he likes my songs, and so now it's he's a little bit more supportive now. So,
that's
but
awesome.
Yeah, it wasn't not, you know, Hispanic dads, yeah, it
wasn't having it. It wasn't having it.
Not at first, no.
Hell yeah. Let's see. Man, what's the hardest thing about breaking into the music industry?
I think breaking, you know, into the industry, or just, you know, being an independent artist, coming up, trying to build your name and stuff like that, man. I just think it's what makes it hard. To me, I guess it's I mean, I guess you could say, I guess people not really giving you the, so you come on, you perform, you do your thing, you rock it. Oh, okay, man, you know, you dope and stuff like that. But some people don't want to work with you, or some people get jealous, or people, you know, I guess thinking that they're better, stuff like that. And it's not about being better. It's just about, you know, you following your dream, and everybody has their own style, their own sound, to where, hey, you know, like I said, you're doing you, and I'm gonna do me and stuff like that. But you know, we could still be, we can still elevate and work together, or, you know, stuff like that. But I think from my experiences, is more like, you know, people, I guess, more like clicks or something like that. I mean, more people click and say, oh, well, you know, just this artist is hot, and only this artist. And it's like, no, there's plethora of different artists out here with different genres, different styles, that you know, some of them I've even, you know, heard or seen live. And I'm like, yo, man, why aren't they where they need to be up there? They need to be, you know, mainstream, because they're dope. But you know, it's a grind though, man. I mean, with any genre doing music, it's a grind. So I mean, I don't know. I think it's a little bit harder with that. And then you know, it's just being saturated with a certain different genre of music. So sometimes that it kind of, to me, not knocking that genre, but it kind of drowns out other genres of music to where you can have the next, you know, big name artist come out of Houston, or next rock artist, or you know, stuff like that. But you just don't know, and you know, because it's always saturated by you know, a certain typical type of genre. And that's why, and there's nothing wrong with that, nothing wrong with it. But you know, like I said, but it's like, you know, that you have other genres or other styles too. And I say, and honestly, I think, you know, it'll, you know, it's dope to where, you know, all, like, pretty much all genres can collab. But I mean, if you like, if you're not, you know, if there's no opportunities for, you know, or very few opportunities for like R&B artists or rock artists to perform, because you know, then it's like, how do you know those artists are out there? And that's my thing. I mean, you know, and lots of times artists got to go out of town, or go out of state, or out of city, and then, you know, build a name and then come back. So I feel it shouldn't be that way, but it shouldn't be that way. But I mean, that's just from my opinion, from me doing this as long as I have, that's kind of been my how I see it. Like, as I have to kind of go out of Houston or out of Texas, build your name, and then come back.
Yes, just to get love from your hometown.
Yeah.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, and I mean,
I'm glad you just touched on a lot of great points, man. Like, man, I love, and thank you for elaborating. I appreciate that. I tell people all the time, elaborate. Mm-hmm. You just touched on so many topics, man. Let's start with the whole artist being looked over and everything. This is why I started my podcast. You know what I mean? For the little guys. You know what I mean? For the up and comers, for the independent artists. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not the biggest YouTuber. I will be one day. I promise you, I will be famous.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what
man.
I mean? It's saying that. You know what I mean? This is why I started. This is why I started for the entrepreneurs, for the small business owners. You know what I mean? That's who gets looked over all the time. You know what I mean? And another great point you made, and I just had this conversation with another artist a few days ago. It makes no sense that you guys have to leave your city, go put on for another city, just for your city to show you love.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, man. It makes that's what bothers me a lot with how everybody is. I don't know what it is, but it's like, you got to go get love. There's no reason why another city showing you more love than your city.
Yeah, and I mean,
no sense.
I mean, that's right now. I think that's the reality of it right now. And I mean, it's you know, it is kind of like, dang, that's kind of messed up, or you know, it's kind of sad to see. But I mean, that's what it is. But
yeah,
you know, like I said, I mean, I definitely. You know, like I said, I love my city of Houston. You know, definitely repping for you. Even when I'm not in Houston, when I'm, you know, Miami or I'm out somewhere else, you know, in another state, another city, man, I'm repping H, man. I'm always, I'm repping H. You know, and I even shout out on stage, you know, Houston or Miami, or H town of Miami, whatever like that, man. I always got to rep it, man. So whether I'm in the city or not, I'm always repping my city. So you know, but I mean, like I said, I guess I'm guessing that's how it the outlook of it is. But you know, that's why I'm like, it's sad, but you know, you got to go out of your city, out of your town or whatever, and you know, go to other cities, other towns, build your name, and come back. So that's how I've seen it. But I mean, you know, it could change, or I think it, you know, it's definitely possible to change or whatever. But that's what I've been doing as far as the artists. We've been doing that. But I mean, I still do shows in my city of Houston, man. Still, you know, still repping H, still, you know, rocking, doing R&B stuff. And I'm definitely good and definitely down to do collabs with any artist, R&B, rap, hip hop, doesn't matter. So I mean, like I said, we're all Houston, we're all coming up. Let's just come up together. That's how, you know, that's the outlook I have on it.
Yeah. Man, you do have a reputation in Houston, man. What legacy is it that you want to leave? Separate from the one that you're already gaining.
The reputation that I want to leave is that I didn't. The reputation I want to live, as far as artists, is like, I didn't quit, I didn't stop. You know, whether from either non-supporters, or I guess haters, or anybody trying, saying, oh, you shouldn't do this, or whatever, or stuff like that, to where you don't stop. to where, you know, I want people to be like, oh, well, yeah, he never stopped. He kept going, even though, you know, such and such wasn't showing love or showing support. He still kept doing it, you know, got to that level, you know, to where he's a legend, a household name, or to where he respected in the city as a legend, whether it's, you know, regardless of genre of music, you know, respected as a legend. And so I think that and what I also would want to be my reputation to leave is saying that, hey, I left it all on stage. I did me. That's me. That's who I am. My music shows that. You know, like just whenever you see my music, even let's say when it's 20 years, 30 years or whatever, and you know, my time's gone, you know, and to where I'm like, I'm not here anymore. I want to leave that reputation. Hey, he did what he wanted to do. He did his thing. He did his, you know, he left us great music. He, you know, he has a good body of a good catalog of music, and want to, you know, enjoy that music, you know, for years to come, and leaving that for the city and just for the world to listen to, and to make, you know, especially, you know, my style genre R&B music, make people feel good, and, you know, make people want to be in love again and fall in love again, because there's nothing wrong with that. So, you know, so that's what I want to leave, saying, hey, you know, there's nothing wrong with, you know, being in love, falling in love. There's nothing wrong with that. So, you know, and with that happen is always heartbreak or something like that. So it all goes together. But, you know, that's what I want to leave as far as, you know, my reputation, and saying that, hey, he did what he said he was going to do, and he put out great music, and, you know, it's music for everybody to enjoy for years to come. So
yeah. I definitely dig that, for real. Man, what projects are you currently working on?
So I do have a few new records that I've already I've already recorded. So it's pretty much they're already ready to go. Mixed and mastered everything. Just figuring out the marketing and promotion of them. You know, as far as, you know, getting videos, stuff like that, and everything ready for them. So I do have new music. But I also have a recent EP that I dropped or came out back in 2016. So it's called DTY EP. And that was actually my first R&B, you know, like R&B EP as a solo artist, and stuff like that, man. So it's you know, that's definitely a good body of work. 6 songs on there, definitely good body of work. Y'all can check it out on my YouTube page. Is www.youtube.com/Ravi Music. Go there, go youtube.com/Ravi Music, and you can see all the songs. There's all 6 of them. There's a DTY EP, and you can listen to all the records on there, man. And they're definitely jamming, man. Definitely good. But I mean, but you're also too, because what I'm thinking as far as with that EP, I'm thinking about even doing a re-release on it. So y'all I might change up some of the records, or I might kind of, you know, I guess touch them up as far as production wise. So but yeah, I'm definitely thinking about, you know, doing that, re-releasing that and everything. But it's called DTYLA EP. It's on my YouTube page. It's also on my SoundCloud. So if y'all go to soundcloud.com/Rob Music, ROBV Music. You can check out all the EP, and plus the you know, Sip Smoke Smash with the feature that I did with Bravo. With Bravo and CeeLo, yeah, H-Town, yeah, definitely, man. Shout out to Bravo, man. That's my boy, man.
Big
shout out to Bravo. Yeah, y'all go follow Bravo, man. Boombox Bravo on Instagram and on everything. Boombox Bravo. Shout out to CeeLo's, man. But yeah, have that record on there. Also, another record, Crown of Champagne. I'm featured on that as well. Shout out to my boy. Yeah, that was a dope record, man. That's definitely a banger. It's one of my favorite features. Besides Sip Smoke Smash. Shout out to Overflow. My boy, he's rapping on there, man. He did his thing, man. Killed it on there. And then I just appreciate him, you know, having me believe in me enough to have me to feature on the record, man. So I think it's a hot record. They're both hot records, man. So
Hell yeah.
so yeah, definitely Crown of Champagne and Sip Smoke Smash. They're all available now on all music platforms, iTunes, Amazon, Google Play. Man, y'all go download it. Show love
and
to
blow
your
it
boy.
up. Blow it up.
Go show love to your boy Rob V and Boombox Bravo for Sip Smoke Smash, and then Crown of Champagne as well is available on all music platforms, man. So go show support, go jam out to good music, man. Show show support to Overflow and myself.
Yeah. Also follow that boy, man, on Instagram, Rob V Music. It's in the description too, so you just click that link right there in the description. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all go follow that boy for real, boy. Making some noise, man. For real.
Yes.
Man. There are any powerhouse people in the industry that you want to collab with?
Powerhouse.
Any big names?
I mean, there might. I think there's a. Yeah, I think that'd be a few of them, man. Powerhouse. That. Honestly, yeah, that'd be a few of them. I mean, I know. Frankie J will be one of them. Bash too, baby. Bash. I definitely like doing a record with Bash. Even there's some H-Town artists, like I would like Paul. I love to do a record with Paul, Bun B, Chamillionaire, stuff like that. And then I guess just like R&B artists, man. H-Town, the group H-Town, like with them, man, and just even upcoming artists as well, man. Upcoming R&B artists, definitely would like to do features with them, man. I mean, I would say big name. I named some of them, but I guess big name I said like Usher. I would definitely like do a record with Usher, with Mario, Miguel. Let's see who else. Tyrese. Man, yeah, Tyrese is dope, man. Tank. Yeah, I definitely do a collab.
Man. Yeah, every name he just mentioned, man. Everybody at those names, man.
Tag them, man. Tank. Yeah, they some monsters, man, and R&B, but Tank as well, man. So definitely like do collabs with that, man. I definitely like to do a collab with my boy Brian Angel. Shout out to Brian Angel with Day 26, man. That's my bro. That's my brother, man. So man, just that's and there's a few more, man. It's just a lot to name. So, but
yeah, man. Me personally, man, who I would love to see you do a collab with another up and coming artist, man. That boy Rich Alexander, man. For real, with Low Rock Entertainment, man. For real.
Okay.
That boy a beast, man. He Low Rock Entertainment, Houston Rocco, PSK 13, OZ the DJ. You know what I mean? That's man. I think that'd be something hot. That'd be something hot.
Rich Alexander, man, hit me up, bro. Social media, my Instagram is at Ravi Music. That's RBV Music. Or you can also email me, ravi@ravimusic.com, and check me and then check me out on my website, www.ravimusic.com, man. So like I said, just get at me, man. We can work, man.
Man, I'm gonna do one even better for you, brother. As soon as we get off here, I'm gonna text him, man.
Yeah, definitely.
We're gonna make it happen, brother. For that, that'd be an amazing collab.
Oh
man.
yeah,
that'd be what?
Yeah,
that'd be some fire, man. I definitely reach out to the fellas, man, and we're gonna see if we can make it happen, brother. For real.
Yeah, definitely appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Man, who has been your biggest supporters?
Biggest supporter will be my family. I would say my biggest supporter will be my wife. She's one of my biggest supporters. And my family as well. My wife, my daughters, I get as well as my parents. I know that they're my supporters. And those are my biggest supporters. And just all the fans and all the supporters that have been following me my career, just building up to where I'm at right now as far as in my career. The people that have been following me and have been believing me and supporting me, those are my biggest supporters, and I appreciate all y'all for that, man. I really do.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. All right, we got one more question before we end this interview over here. What advice would you give aspiring artists or just any entrepreneur trying to pursue their goals and their dreams?
I would say don't quit. Never quit. Keep your network from a network. Build your network. You definitely want to do that because it's like you, regardless if you're in music or you're have a small business or whatever, you want to network because you always want to build your network, build bridges with people, and not burn them. So like I said, so that's definitely important. So it's network. Always try and stay motivated, stay consistent. Even when when you have that little voice in your head telling you, oh, when it starts getting too hard sometimes, and you're like, oh, should I keep going? Should I keep doing this? Should I stop and do something else? No, keep going, keep grinding and stuff like that. And I would always say too, just keep God first and just, put God, just leave it to God and let God, I get maneuver you in your career and where you're going. Because I mean, yeah, it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. So, but I mean, but the journey through the journey is what that's what it's worth it. The journey going through it to get to where you're trying to get to, and then when you get there, it's all worth it. And you're doing what you love to do. So I'll never say I would always say never stop doing what you love to do because life's too short, man.
Facts, man. That's
Too
great
short.
advice.
So, dude, if you're gonna, like I said, if you're gonna put 100 or 1,000% of something, do something you love to do. And this doesn't have to be music. It can be whatever's in your heart, whatever you love to do it. Don't let nobody tell you can't do it. And like I said, you're gonna get discouraged sometimes, but don't let that stop you. Just keep going, till you get to where, keep going and you're gonna get to where you want to be.
Yeah, man, great advice, brother. Great advice. Man, we're gonna go ahead and end this interview, man. These mosquitoes eating me up, man. I'm on the road, man. I'm on North Carolina, man, but the hustle never stops, man. For real,
Yeah, definitely.
Real. Man, I appreciate you coming on the show, brother. Like I said, it's a major blessing to have you here, man. All the success you had, man. I wish you even more, and I wish you success beyond your imagination, brother. For real.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for having me, man. Appreciate you for doing what you love to do. Your podcast, man, Reckless Talk podcast, man, and we definitely, artists like me definitely need, we need podcasts like, people like y'all, man. So, don't ever stop, bro, and keep doing it, man. And like I said, it was good. It was definitely good to meet you at the Father's Day event, man. And
yes,
like
sir.
I said,
yes, sir.
We're gonna stay networking. We're gonna keep in touch, man. And like I said, we'll definitely do hopefully we do another interview. It'll be a live interview, so that'll be cool. That'll definitely be dope.
Definitely. So, when I come back in town, man, we can definitely set something up. I'm actually about to start a segment, Freestyle Fridays. You know what I mean? So all artists tap in, man. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a $5 to get a slot. We're gonna have 5 to 7 artists every Friday, and y'all gonna battle it out. You know what I mean? And the winner every Friday, they get a free interview. You know what I mean? The following week. You know what I mean? So let's make it happen. So you can definitely be on that. You know what I mean? Also, you could have you as a guest host. You know what I mean? So yeah, we definitely got something coming, man. I got some things up my sleeve right now.
Cool,
so
cool.
All artists tap in. Let's go.
Yeah, like, man, let's stay in touch, keep me informed, man, and I'll definitely come out, show support. I'll definitely be there, man.
Appreciate it, brother. Man, it's saying that everybody watching, man. I appreciate y'all. Everybody's gonna watch in the future, man. I appreciate y'all. Make sure they hit that like and subscribe button, that little bell down there somewhere. That's that notification. So when I make videos and do these episodes, man, y'all get the notification. And y'all see that little drawing up there in the corner, man. My boy Blake Dominic did that, man. Big shout out to him, man. It's Lobster Dunks, man. Big shout out to him. Y'all check him out.
Yeah, that's dope, Facebook,
man.
Big shout out to Blake, man. For real. That's dope.
Yeah, that's my guy right there, man. It's saying that episode 47, man, kicking it with who I think is a Houston legend, my guy Rob V, man. We done. We out of here, man. Let's make this episode blow up. Share it, like it. You know what I mean? Let's do our thing. H-Town, stand up.